How good are the Los Angeles Clippers? Well, I'm here to talk about that with you guys today. My name is Milos, and today I would love for you guys to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, and share your thoughts on the reason why you think the Los Angeles Clippers are doing well this season. But let's get into the video. So, the main reason why the Los Angeles Clippers are doing very well is from a player none other than Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has been showing that he's a team guy. Before James Harden came to their team, he was a player that was the starting point guard for the team. He was the starting point guard, and most starting point guards would not take a back seat to someone who just got to the team. So for a while, Russell Westbrook and James Harden were both in the backcourt, and that recipe was a disaster because the first 6 games they had with James Harden, they lost. They even lost to the Memphis Grizzlies, which at the time had one of the worst records. And actually, they still have one of the worst records. But I think they were competing for the worst record at that time. And it wasn't looking so good. Most people were like, oh, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to click. They don't know how to work together. 4 superstars, but they're all ball dominant. Which I can understand that, why most people would think that. Because they all been pretty ball dominant in their careers. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, they've all had the ball. They've all been the best player on their teams. So there's egos colliding, and there's only one ball for everyone. You can't have 4 basketballs for everybody. So most people wrote them off. Now, Russell Westbrook made one of the biggest decisions of his career, and he decided that he would willingly come off the bench. Now, that takes a lot for a superstar to just say that. We know Russell Westbrook isn't the player he once was, but we also know he's not a scrub either. He can still go out there and give you 30, which he showed in last year's playoffs when both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard were out, and he had to take over for the team in those playoff games. So we know he can still go for 30. We know he can still be the best player on a team if he wanted to. But I think he set his ego aside and decided, hey, we got to win games. We're not winning games. I'll take the first step and make the sacrifice and go ahead and sit on the bench. And again, that's big because after he started to sit on the bench, the Los Angeles Clippers went 10-3. And I think the only recipe for that is because Russell Westbrook decided to take a back seat, and he's playing his role to a T. He's probably a competitor for the 6th man. He's doing well off the bench, leading the second unit, and also contributing to the starting lineup when needed. He provides defense. He can get on fast breaks and dunk on anybody if he wants to. And he's just a great overall team player. He cuts to the basket. He does many things in the game of basketball. So I think that's the main reason why the Los Angeles Clippers are looking so good now. James Harden has found a point guard role that he can play. Paul George and Kawhi just go back and forth in terms of scoring. And yeah, I think they just have more continuity since Russell Westbrook decided to sit on the bench and take a back seat to James Harden and the rest of the crew. And if it wasn't for Russell Westbrook, they might have not figured it out. They might have been struggling even to this point because he decided to take a step and try and figure it out. They did, and now they're 10-3 in the last 13 games. So, in my opinion, I think they're set to make a playoff run and, compete in the playoffs, whoever they play against. I think everyone is not an easy... The West is not an easy task, first of all, to just come in and beat everyone in the West. That's not necessarily going to happen, but they're definitely a contender for the title. And I think you would be silly if you don't make them one of your top contenders for an NBA title. So let me know your thoughts on the video. Please like, please subscribe, and comment if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you guys next video. Y'all enjoy. Milos out.